Hi, I'm Peri Lyons, New York City celebrity psychic, clairvoyant, clairsentient, medium, and mammal. Um, Welcome to my show. I'm waiting for you to call in. I'm staring at the phone like a lovesick teenager, waiting for your call. There's a beautiful crescent moon tonight. I don't know if you've been outside. What's it like if you have? I don't think I've been outside since 2010. Um, and happy Valentine's Day. That's why I'm dressed like this. Feathers. This I have two pet parakeets, and I put this on, and they're like, "She's a goddess." They're usually a little snooty with me, but when I put this on, I proved I was one of them. So I'm here to listen to your deepest, darkest secrets. I'm here to take your questions. I'm here to give you answers. And apparently, I'm here to keep using the rhetorical device, I'm here. So I think I'll stop that now. We're going to start with the psychic tarot weather. We do this every week. Excuse me, nose itching. The feathers are good. If these feathers make me start sneezing, I'm suing. I don't know who I'm going to sue. Um, uh, anyway, so here's how the psychic weather works. I'm going to pick three cards, which I picked before the show. And oh, and Anissa, what a beautiful name. Anissa, I'm just going to do the psychic tarot weather, and
Okay.
then I'll get to you. So do me a favor while you're waiting, and if you're listening or watching at home, you try this too. I'd like you to take a deep breath, which is hard for me to do in this outfit without causing a scandal. But take a deep breath in and then let it out through your mouth like you're blowing out a birthday candle. So it's like this. What that does is it stimulates your vagus nerve, not your vagus nerve, which is where you wake up in a hotel room with a sex worker and no money. That's but but the vagus nerve, which regulates our central nervous system. So when you breathe in deeply and then breathe out in a controlled manner, it gets you nice and psychically aligned. So I can just jump into the sock drawer of your soul and rummage around and tell you what's going on. Okay, so the
Okay.
psychic weather works like this. The first card is for the first part of the week, which starts today. The second card, I think you're going to getting the hang of this, is for the second part of the week, which is, weekendish. The third card is for the end of the week, sort of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And if you're watching this, it applies to you. If you're listening to this, this applies to you. There are no accidents. Well, there are occasionally accidents, but not in this show. They're not. Oddly, because I always take the first three cards I pull. I never pre-arrange it. Um, I never, you know, I fight fair, is what we're saying here. So the cards I pull before the show for you guys are the cards. And strangely, the first card today is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, as you can tell, it's two people exchanging cups at the heart level. Now they're equal height, which means that they're equals. And that means that you might be either in or on the periphery of possibly thinking about getting into a relationship with somebody who you respect enormously, you're also very attracted to, and have great conversation with. And what's better than that? The reason I say that is if you look at the card, you'll see that the golden cup extends from the throat chakra, which is communication. So that's great conversation, goes down through the heart chakra. I'm sorry, I have art nails because I've been doing art all day, so forgive me. Um, Goes down through the heart chakra, which is obviously romance and love, goes down through the um, solar chakra, which is sort of self confidence. So this person is somebody, if you're with them, it's a great thing. And if you're about to be with them, that's a great thing too, because this is somebody who gives you confidence, who is very supportive, and you have great conversation with, as well as other things, which we will go into because this is a family show. Admittedly, it's the Adams family, but there you go. I love doing that. This is interesting. The second card is about in um, in the Zen tradition, Zen Buddhist tradition. There's a saying: "Chop wood, carry water." And what that means is just sometimes you just have to get the little stuff done, as tedious and whatever it is. So you might be, doing the T word. I'm not going to say it in television. Okay, taxes. You might be the next the next few days are about just getting stuff done, and just chopping wood, carrying water. Not literally, although feel free if you who might have stopped you. But it's very much about tending to the details, the sort of ignominious details, the tedious details of life, because you're going to feel so much better because I happened to see the card that's coming up before you did, and I know that what's happening next is awesome. There's some sort of big triumph coming up for you. And I'm not saying that because I'm some sort of TV psychic, although in fact I am a TV psychic, also a radio psychic, also an everyday psychic, also a mammal. Um, this card is, for those of you listening at home, it's the Six of Wands. And the picture in the card is a guy. He's not wearing a horse. That would be weird. And this is a family channel. He's riding a horse that's wearing a green tablecloth. The Okay, maybe it's not a tablecloth. It's a green cloth, but you could use it as a table. Anyway, um, and that symbolizes healing. He's holding a big stick. Don't go there. And on that stick is a kind of a laurel wreath. I can't say the letter L, by the way, so it sounds like I'm saying laurel wreath, and I'm sorry about that. Laurel wreath, which symbolizes, look, what this is a really good card, basically. I'm not going to bore you with the details. What this card means is you've been sort of fighting either an artistic battle or a battle at work or something that has to do with your reputation. And frankly, you're coming out smelling like roses. It's really good. So there's some sort of, also, if you've been battling some sort of illness, there's going to be an upswing or a breakthrough, and your illness is either going to sort of suddenly get better or turn out to be much less bad than you thought it was, or you might just heal spontaneously. Um, this is a very accurate card because I was with a friend today with whom that happened. So I'm praying for that for all of you. Woohoo! Okay, my darling. Is it uh, Anissa, right? Are you still there?
Right. I'm still here.
Awesome, possum. Now I can barely hear you because I had a little microphone malfunction earlier. So if just know that, but you can hear me, right?
Right, I can.
That's a yes, right? Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Thank you. Now I like to connect to people through their birthdays. So tell me when your birthday is, please.
Mar- March 19th.
Oh my gosh, I'm March 18th. You're March 19th. Rock on, girl.
Wow. Wow.
Us March 18th and 19th girls have to stick together. I know, right? That's so cool. I've never had anybody with a birthday close to mine in the show, and I've been doing this a while now. I'm so happy you're here. Yay. Um, just so you know, we're in the Scorpio part of Pisces. So, you might know some Pisces girls who are very delicate, or some Pisces girls who are very sort of fragile. We're the badass of Pisces. We're the girls who come in, get it done, and make it look easy, even though it seldom is. Okay, so what's your question, my angel?
Um, Wondering if my current situation financially is going to get better.
Ah, that's a question a lot of us are thinking about right now. Yeah, you're going to have to take your game up a step. And you've got a perfectly good game. But do you do something like, not reception, but maybe you're a receptionist at a doctor's office, or something sort of to do with around healing?
No.
Do you do something? Okay, sorry. Well, I'm right 92% of the time. And that was the other 8%. Sorry about that. Um, I feel like in your current position, somebody else is the manager, right? You need to be the manager.
Right.
The problem is that the people you're working for don't know how good you are because you're kind of being modest. Is that correct?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with, well, you know what? I think modesty is a highly overrated virtue, as you could tell from my outfit. Um, but what I would like you to do is start to keep track, like get a little notebook, or you could write it on your phone. God, I just sounded so 1995 there. Um, keep track on your phone of what you do and speak up a little more sort of in meetings. Draw a little more positive attention to yourself because people really like you. And, but you can be a little quiet at times. Yes?
Right, yes.
Yeah. Um, well, remember, we are the badasses of the Pisces universe. So, what I want you to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath, and get in touch with your inner badass because trust me, Anissa, she's there. She really is. Um, it also feels like you've got a talent that you're not using. Do you have some sort of artistic talent? Can you tell me what that is?
I don't. I have no artistic talent. None that I'm aware of.
Are you sure? I think
Yeah,
that,
none that I'm
are you the sort
aware
of
of.
person who can do other people's hair and makeup?
No, I do no hair and makeup at
Because I
all.
think you've got,
Mm-mm.
okay, well,
I'm pretty plain.
I feel like you've got some sort of artistic talent. It doesn't have to be artistic. You don't have to go be Leonardo da Vinci. You're not plain, you're just modest. And I want you to stop being modest and start thinking about how great you are because I think you're awesome. And I hardly know you, but I think you're awesome. And I think people who know you think you're very awesome indeed. So here's what I'm going to suggest. I think there's, as I said, I want you to draw a little more attention to yourself at work. I do think there's going to be job reviews soon in March. What I would do is go into your job review and be prepared. So you want to come in with a list of all the little things that you've done and all the big things you've done. And you don't have to be pushy about it. You can just say, hey, I think I'm starting to be really valuable here. Here's why I think that. I feed the company goldfish. I tight wire walk across the office at 9 p.m. every morning. Okay, PM isn't in the morning. We're going to forget that I said that. Um, I am very good at managerial stuff. And I think I could be even more effective here if you gave me a little more responsibility and PS, a lot more money. You don't have to say it just like that, but do you understand what I'm saying here?
Right, yes.
Does that make sense to you, my love?
It does. Yes, it does.
Cool. I'm so glad because I think you're going to get a little bump up in March. I actually think that if you do that, and I'm not kidding here, because people like you do really well in the office, but you've got some managerial capacities that aren't being used. And I think you can take more responsibility and really enjoy stepping into some leadership here at your work. Even if it doesn't seem, even if when I say leadership, you think like, oh, she's telling me to be the CEO. No, I'm not. What I am suggesting, I'm not telling you, even though I'm pointing my finger, which is a bad habit. Okay, I've stopped. Um, what I am suggesting here is that you tap into your inner leadership, i.e., badass, and that you understand that you're more powerful and more effective than you're giving yourself credit for. Also, I would get into work 15 minutes early to a half hour early. Do you get in right at the dot?
Okay.
Yeah. And the last thing I'd say is this is a real suggestion. Somebody told me to do this, and then I'm going to let you go, but I really enjoyed meeting you. And I'm so glad we have the same
Thank you.
birthday. I'll think of you on March 19th, and I'll sing happy birthday, Anissa. There's one more thing I want to tell you. Somebody told me this when I was working in publishing. I was in corporate. I worked for Scholastic for a long time, and I was a little stuck in terms of management. And they said, bring in cupcakes every Friday, no matter what. And I did. And I got a raise in 3 weeks. So it's the little things we do at work that count. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, my angel. I'm really glad you called.
Thank
And
you.
take care. And let me know how you're doing because I really do care. I'm at Peri
All
Lyons
right.
on Facebook, PeriLyons. Ta-da!
All right. I will. Thank you.
Please do. Take care, my love. Mwah. And that color looks great on you, by the way. Okay, now we have a lovely person from, it looks like Manitoba, but my producer flashed their name so fast that I didn't get to see it. So, oh, Marie, what a nice name. I love
Hello.
Canadians. I have a real Canadian thing. I have a thing for Canadians. Hello, my angel. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am awesome. All the better for you being here. So, as you probably picked up, I'm having a little trouble hearing. So, so just forgive me for that. Bloody Amazon delivered the wrong headsets this morning. So, I'm suing Jeff Bezos. That'll go well.
Very
Um,
good.
I like to connect to people through their birthdays. So, can you tell me when your birthday is?
September 1st.
Oh, Virgos. My second favorite sign after Pisces, which has to be my favorite sign because I am one. But Virgos are the most misunderstood sign. My producer just flashed a little thing that said, Alexa, sue Jeff Bezos. So, which I thought was awesome. Here's the thing about Virgos that most people don't get. People think that you guys are like the uptight sign or that you perfectionistic or have obsessive compulsive disorder. I'm not saying that isn't true sometimes. What you guys are really about is you're about purity, idealism, and living your sort of spiritual ideals in the day-to-day, earth world. Does that make sense?
It sure does.
I thought so. I just got that vibe about you. I love Virgos. So, my angel, how can I help you today? What's your question?
Oh, well, I have a few questions actually. First question would be
Okay.
just the insecurity that my daughter's having in our relationship, and
Oh,
it's really affecting me. And just wondering if we can get any sense of that.
yeah. No, I totally understand what you're saying. Also, you're blaming yourself for your daughter's insecurity. Is that correct? You think like, what did I do wrong? Is she is she insecure in her relationship or in her relationship or insecure in her relationship with you? I just want to be clear about that. Which is it?
No, in her relationship with her significant other.
Ah, okay.
I'm there for her. I support
Um,
her, and
oh, you're totally there for her. You are so there for her. And forgive me if I'm talking over you. I'm reading the captions.
no,
I'm having a little trouble
there's
hearing you.
quite the yes, there's quite a lag in the conversation.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll speak faster. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Um, how old is she? I get a 7, but I'm not sure if
20,
it's 17 or 27. How old is she? Oh, she's 20, so it's right
she's
in between there.
29.
I don't know. I think my spirit guides have been. Oh, she's 29. Okay, she looks 27. Um, here's what I'm getting. I'm getting that she feels this guy is a little out of her league in some way. Is that correct?
Not really. He's just all over the place, and he has. I think he's not totally committed, and yet they're together and they have
No, he's
children
not
together.
totally
So,
committed. And I think the more he's not out of her league. Okay, let me put it this way. Um, she, okay, hold on. I'm just hearing what my guides are saying. Give me 1 second. My guides are saying this. My guides are saying that it's not that she feels he's out of her league. She just has become mildly obsessed with having him make a commitment to her, which makes total sense. But I think she's kind of stressing that some she's become just like it's like tunnel vision about that. Is that correct?
Well, it's possible. It's possible. But, I mean, she does well on her own with the children. I mean, she's looking after his two other
Oh,
kids
I know
as
she does
well.
well with the children. Yeah.
So, yeah. But,
Wow.
a lot of times she tells me that she doesn't, she doesn't care about what he does, but yet, he needs to be there for them. And it doesn't appear to be that way. So it's frustrating.
That must be frustrating because if she's taking care of his kids, um, I think one of the problems might be that your daughter's an angel. I think she sounds like just a lovely person.
You got
But
that
she's,
right
as you
on.
know so well, she's putting up with too much from him. She's taking too much from him. He's not that great a guy, just between you and me. I'm not a fan, but you didn't hear that from me. And certainly not on TV.
You hear it from me.
Um, I think that yeah, so we're on the same page here. I sort of want him out of there in a rocket because honestly, I think he's taking advantage of her. And I think that how can I put this? I'm sorry, the microphone thing is a little difficult, so bear with me. Thank you for your patience. You're an angel too. I see where she gets it. She's a lovely person. The other thing is, she could kind of have anybody she wants. She's a very attractive girl. She really is. And I'm not just saying that because she's your daughter. I'm saying that because it's her. Is that true?
Oh, very much so. Beautiful in and out.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. She's really beautiful. And she's got gorgeous eyes and beautiful cheekbones. And she's got a very nice figure, which is very unusual these days. Yeah. Okay. I know she says she doesn't care about what he does. So let me tell you a secret about human beings. We don't tell the truth about our feelings. We just don't. That's I don't know why, but we don't. And interestingly, what I've noticed, I've been doing this for a long time. Not that long, but I've been doing this for 15, 20 years now. And what I've noticed is that people will tell you the exact opposite of how they feel. And they believe it. When she says, I don't care about what he does, she is independent, don't get me wrong. But she cares very much about what he does. And she is kind of making her self esteem a little too dependent on him. I would like her to not stop taking care of the children. I'm not like, yeah, put them out in the street for recycling. That's not what I'm saying. But I would like her to start scheduling conversations with him. And one thing I will say is this is a very vain man. This is a man who's got a big ego. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Big ego. I don't like him. I'm sorry. I just don't. I think he's really taking advantage of her. She could do so much better. Here's the good news. I think they are going to break up within the next 2 years, probably sooner than 2 years if she puts her foot down. Because if she starts setting boundaries with him, he's going to be like, see ya. But she needs to start off slow and have a conversation with him like once a week where she just says, look, you need to arrange for childcare. I've got a life. I love you. I love your kids. I love our kids. Have they got 2 kids or 3 together?
They have. Well, he has
3.
They have 2 kids together, and he has 2 kids from a
kids.
previous relationship.
Yeah, he has 2. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. He has 2 from a previous. Okay, they're gonna break up. She's gonna find somebody better, and it's sooner than 2 years. I actually think they'll probably break up in about 6 months. So don't worry too much about it. She just has to put her foot down, and she has to stop telling herself that she's not acting like an independent woman. She's acting like somebody who's letting herself be taken advantage of, and she's better than that. She's not only good looking on the inside and good looking on the outside, she's smart and she's good at what she does. So what I'd like her to do is start setting boundaries with him. And because he's very vain, here's my advice. She should start out by buttering the living daylights out of him. You're so handsome. You're so great. All right, I think that's our time. But I love my cherished ducklings. Thank you for calling. Get back in touch with me, and I'll do another 10 minutes for you. And that color looks great on you. Mwah. Bye, guys.